Hello and welcome to Editing with My Wife, now with more charge time.
Yeah.
My name's The Hooded Philosopher, and I'm here with Cheesy Loops, who's got her phone on the charger, so she doesn't really have anything better to do. So she's gonna now I love you. I love you. So she doesn't have anything better to do than to read a nice story, so we may as well get into it. Quit hiding from the people. Quit hiding from the people.
I can hide and read the screen. This is at a
do
perfect
it.
angle.
I dare you. Do it the whole time.
Okay.
I'm thirsty.
Chapter 12, A Threefold Problem. Let's it feels like it's gonna be a problem, that's for sure. Inside global human imagination sits a special number. It binding, holding our stories together with great care. You're on the wrong screen. It's a binding, holding our stories together with great care. While numbers are the invention of humans, the idea the humans call the rule of threes was fey. It was something they thought up even before. Yeah,
I'll stop looking. Just read.
Yeah, stop looking. Where was I? It was fey. It was something they thought up even before people graced Eleanor's precious earth. A tool used on people, keeping them from thinking too big. The limit of human imagination, kept at bay by fey ingenuity. Now, humans can easily think past that. Just imagine what they could do without that limit. Maybe tribalism wouldn't have ruled for most of their existence. Now, the only thing keeping them from entering the Fey world are the three rules set down by the divine arcane. Glimmer could feel the first one in his pocket as he thought about how best to go about getting the next. He listened as Garland explained the problem to Eleanor as they made their way back into the forest. He didn't say anything to get back into the forest?
How was it hard to?
I'm just curious if he still spoke in reverse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could write that in there if we need to.
We'll figure that out later. Our next prize is in Arthuria. It all started when the humans did what the whole ruler thing you people became so fascinated with. It all started when the humans did that whole ruler thing you people became so fascinated with. It sounds fine. I just haven't.
This isn't right at all.
Okay. Well, let me get to it.
Well, it's going to ruin some things.
That's all right. We thought we would try it. The first ruler of the kingdom of Arthuria was King Frank. I know nothing special, but that's how he wanted us to refer to him, saying something about the king always having a plain name. He's still the ruling.
Yeah, that's not
that
right.
Is a problem.
Yeah. But keep going.
If he's benevolent, then will he just let it? Then will he just let us take it? 3 laughed. Yeah, he'll let us have it after we trash his 3 legions of warriors and all the magical creatures under him.
His employ.
Under his employ. I see. How is she supposed to help? Eleanor's pointing at 3, whose left arm fell off in a fit of laughter. She caught it in her right. We talked about this, she muttered, putting it back on. You know the rule of 3? 3 asked. Yeah, Eleanor said, frustrated by the useless question. You're looking at him, she said smugly. Eleanor had no idea what to do with that. Do you mean that you're the original 3 things, or something like that? Well, I'm made of 3 things, she said, posing for her to get a good look. Let's see. She pointed at her right leg. This is a mermaid's tail. Next, or mermaid's leg. Sorry. Next, she held up her left arm, the arm of a harpy, and the head of a Dullahan. Also, my right eye is one of the fates. Is the one the fates use to see the future. Eleanor counted in her mind. But that's 4 things. That's hardly important, Glimmer said, patting his friend on the shoulder, causing it to slip loose. 3 kept it from falling out. What's important is that I can see the future. In a way. Perhaps the Dragon of Greed could help, Garland urged. She stopped talking to me. She said, if I don't use her power, then she'll wait until Glimmer gets what he wants. Eleanor explained. Last thing she said was, the real world is too concerned with things that have and will pass. I think she fell asleep. Well, then will you see what you... When will you see that you are the dragon, Eleanor? And you could help us most of all. This is your story. Grab it by the reins and help us, Glimmer pleaded as the trees slowly became coniferous and the trunks of the trees became quite rotund. Rotund. The way I see
Should I
it...
look that word up? We'll get back to that.
No, I just like it. It's a fun word.
Yeah, but I wonder if it... Continue.
The way I see it, the dragon is protecting me, not you, Glimmer, Eleanor said angrily. Angrily.
I should say not. See, tell not say.
In fact, why don't you three go ahead? We'll be just fine in the forest here. The face she made told Glimmer that she was not changing her mind. You're right. Stay here on the edge of the forest. We'll take care of this. Without you, Glimmer said, leaving Eleanor on the edge of the giant trees. Did you need to be so short with Lady Eleanor, Master Grey? Garland asked with a growing concern. My name is Glimmer. It would be best if you remembered that. Glimmer was not happy. The dragon should have already awakened. It should be doing this for him. But yet he bickers with the woman. Three was quietly walking beside them. That little girl is a dragon? She asked, her mouth agape. Have you ever met one, Three? Garland asked, changing the subject. Three, in fact.
Of course, right?
Of course. Of course. In the first age, I met the father of dragons, the dragon of nobility and honor. I forget his name. The next was Kellyan, the dragon of death and pain. It wasn't until I met Mu, the dragon of prophecy and fate, that my mind changed about them. He was the first and only dragon that made me understand that dragon rarely has the time for the journey, much less human affairs. That is, unless someone saves them from oblivion. Yeah, let's reword that.
Huh.
This one seems to not care at all. The fate of Fae and men alike. Eleanor's silence is quite frustrating. Glimmer stopped. I just can't remember where the harpies roost these days. He was looking at some mountains off in the distance behind a castle made of sturdy gray stone. If this is the second age, they are roosting at Feather Peak, Garland supplied, adding, the merfolk were having a civil war early in the second age, too. The carnage stayed in the lake. But the mistrust took root in their hearts, and Lord Frank is happiest with new baby grandchild, his first grandson, if I recall correctly. Huh? Yeah, you gotta fix that. Alright, we have work to do, Glimmer said, making his way for the lake near the castle. Eleanor stopped him, shouting, Wait, Glimmer, can we talk privately?
Because what needs to happen here is huge.
Well, how does he have a grandchild if Glimmer is the first?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
I figured maybe there'll be a continuation of that, but I don't need to have that because I know what's going on now.
Alright, let's reread what you just wrote. The merfolk were having a civil war early in the second age, too. The carnage stayed in the lake. But the mistrust took root in their hearts, and Lourdes is on the throne with a stranglehold on life.
Okay, so that means that up here. This needs to change. I'm gonna do this. I can't yet because I'm doing this back, and I need to start up.
Yeah. Alright, so
this one, I think that there's what is a way I can make him show concern. in action. Place his hand on his friend's shoulder, or
Is he a fiddler?
Garland. No, he's like a butler, very studious. Very wise butler.
How do you show concern? What would you do to show concern?
Slouching his shoulders.
Well, okay, so where are we at? Did you need to be so short with Lady Eleanor? Is not proper.
You didn't like that? I'm confused.
It doesn't feel like a butler would touch the master.
That's what I was saying. The slump in his shoulders might be enough. Asked with a slump in his shoulders. Because he liked Lady Eleanor.
Well, yeah.
He likes Eleanor.
Lady L.
I would say Ellie, but yeah.
Oh, Ellie.
Works both ways.
Yeah. But there was the dragon paragraph that needed to be fixed.
Oh, I want to talk about that first. Okay.
Yeah. 3, in fact. In the first age, I met the father of dragons, the dragon of nobility and honor. Can you fix the in the first age?
Yeah.
We. Aw, you're such a sweet little puppy. The next is not a sentence.
No, it's a comma here, right? It's the wrong side.
That's the wrong one. The next was Kellyan, the dragon of death and pain.
You're taking a second to think about what he's saying. Or she, whichever one it is. I actually don't think it's that big of a deal that we switched. Although I might need to say something about it. Like when they entered back into the forest, he looked different. She looked different.
No, you did.
Okay.
Because he's standing right in front of you, she said. Like he's referencing himself. His pronouns are flippant.
Okay, good. I wanted to do something crazy with that because of what I was doing with Gar. But these are not the main characters. Well, Gar is, but not 3. 3 is just here to help with the second age.
Wait, no, I want
Gar
3.
helps a lot with the third age.
I want 3 to be here forever. He has to be in the third age. It's a 3.
Yeah, don't you love the fact that he's got the leg and the head and the eye? That hardly matters.
Well, and it reminds me of that thing I read on Imager the other day, which was like the head of like the head of a sphinx, the body of a minotaur, and the legs of a cyclops.
Yeah, because all the 3 things were just the normal people thing.
Yeah, they were all the normal people things.
Yeah.
Something silly like that. Okay, next was Kellyan, the dragon of death and pain. It wasn't until I met Mu, the dragon of prophecy and fate, that my mind changed about them. He was the first and only dragon that made me understand that dragon rarely have time for the journey, much less human affairs.
Dragons, you're right.
Dragons. That is, unless someone saves them from oblivion.
Which is what Glimmer did, right? He saved them from being eternally asleep. You have to wake it up for it to do something.
Okay.
It's up now, but it's not doing anything. It went back to bed.
The way I see it, the dragon is protecting me, not you, Glimmer, Eleanor said angrily.
Yeah, that's... well, no, I wanted to change that to something more... Less I want it to be descriptive, not proscriptive.
With a glare in her eye.
Annoyed at having been put in this position, something like that.
Yeah.
It's annoyed, really isn't. It's not changing anything. He's because they're angry. Turning her back on him. Yeah, turning her back on him might be better.
Yeah, that's much better. I was responding to our friend. I apologize.
What's up?
He's still talking about that Mario thing.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
They got until the end of the month.
One more.
Mario
level,
Maker 1 will no longer be playable.
So the rotund, I thought we should Google because I might be using that.
Is it
context.
big round? Big and round.
That's the idea, but it could mean something in the. What am I saying?
On the wrong screen too.
No, I don't want it on this screen.
Oh, it's on the right screen.
Rotund.
Round, plump, or fat. Yeah.
Is that okay to say tree is plump and fat?
It's round, plump,
it's
or fat.
It's all three of those, quite frankly. These trees, big plumpy trees.
Your screen is all white.
Okay, I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, I like the word rotund.
So, and you can see that Glimmer's a little frustrated at her too.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the way the dragon's acting?
Yeah, so I want to actually talk about that a little bit. She stopped talking to me. She said, if I don't use her power, then she will wait until Glimmer gets what he wants, Eleanor explained.
So she could just go in there and make it all happen.
Yeah.
The dragon could just take over and do it. But the dragon's Eleanor's saying no.
She's telling Eleanor the power is yours too. Like,
yes. Yeah. You can just go do it if you want to. You don't need to fret about it. Just go do it. You have the power.
The last thing she said was, the real world is too concerned with things that have and will pass.
Will pass?
Pass. Okay. That was my fault.
I think she fell asleep. Does that make sense? The real world is too concerned with things that have and will pass. Not enough in the moment. It's what Glimmer's too concerned with the future, and Eleanor's too concerned about her past. Everyone's all not worried about the present in this moment.
Yeah.
Which the present could be resolved by her just taking the power of the dragon and taking over. The journey's a different place anyway. So.
Yeah. She pointed at her right leg.
This was saying, hey, you got a bad comment.
This was a mermaid leg. She held up her left arm, the arm of a harpy, and the head of a Dillahan. The head. Yeah, that's fine. Except for the Grammarly stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Is there any more?
Head. Do you think there could be more dialogue here, more action right here about like pointing at her eye? Because she held her leg up and.
Yeah, see, she's making a point to get that away. Yeah, posing for her to get a good look. So she pointed at her right leg. She held up her right arm. So you're assuming after you've shown those two directional things, that's what I would assume. Head and then eye.
Yeah, that's
actually 4 things.
That's hardly important.
It's hardly important.
Yeah, three's a funny character.
I like 3.
I want more like this.
I want to keep them in my little pocket. Okay, scroll up.
This was...
You deleted it.
That's because I knew what to do here. Because what happened is, this is somebody else talking, right? Eleanor asks...
And that is also not... You had it
and this is not the first king.
Yeah.
He's not ruling anymore. That's the other thing.
Right. Uh-oh. My needle. It broke-o. You guys want to see what's inside this ball? Since it broke. Oh. Uh-oh. Kind of makes a mess. Kind of. It makes a big old mess. Are you ready? Oh, it's a little pinkish.
I think I wanted to change this.
Yes. But it's like sticky.
So it says, the limit of human imagination is kept at bay by a simple small number.
The rule of 3.
3.
Everything bad happens in 3.
Yeah, it's like there's something about our imagination that's trapped in the number 3. It came from our imagination more than it came from reality.
It's like my lucky number is 1333.
See, luck feels like it could come from the journey too.
There's 3 3s in that number. No, the rules of 3s are all over the place.
And it's almost a fact of life more than it is a storytelling tool too.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you were getting at.
Let's see if I can make a dragon before we close out the day.
She's trying to make a dragon. That's what's going to happen considering we're done.
I like it. Wait. It's a dragon.
Rawr.
Actually, it looks really cool on camera.
It does. I see it. See it? It's a dragon there. Comment below if you see the dragon. Thanks for watching.
Have a good day.
Trash dragon. Bye.
Bye.
We're going to give, hey, this is a test level audio too.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And I just don't want to be too loud. We're going to try and talk softly in this channel, right?
I do what I want!
Well, I mean, what if we could, like, get those people who want to sleep to our voices? Do you think we could do that?
Can I speak in an ASMR voice?
If you, like, got up close to the microphone.
Oh.
You can be soft and gentle. And I just wanted to get this to test it.
Yeah. I need to finish my coffee.
Soft and gentle like you.
Soft and gentle, just like the towel stove.
The towel stove. Cheesy loops! Cheesy loops!